Welcome to another edition of the Biker Map Live, brought to you in part by Superior Plumbing Solutions, service plumbing, residential and commercial. You can hear the Biker Map Live at podcastradious.com. And now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the hostess and the co-founder of the Biker Map, and a good friend, an all-around good gal, and attached to Two-Toe Tony. This is Patty P.
Well, thank you, John, for that intro. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for coming to the show. This is Patty from the Biker Map, and we are live in the studio here at Podcast Radio US, Southwest Florida, a Beasley Media Group station. You can hear us from the studio every Monday at 11. You just need to go to podcastradious.com and press Listen Live, and we are on every Monday at 11. So here in the studio today, we have dear friends of mine, the Caloosa River Band, Byron and Eric. So say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
You guys have done quite a few of my bike nights. And the last one we did together was the downtown bike night. And really appreciate you guys coming out, because you really get the crowd started.
Well, we really appreciate you, Patty, because without you, obviously we wouldn't have those opportunities. So, and it's always fun. We have a blast. The bike nights, as you all know, draw such a great, diverse crowd. You know, we love to people watch when we're up there playing. And the crowd. We play a wide variety of music, and everybody finds something that they can get into, and it's always we always have a blast, and so we appreciate you very much too.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't tell you how many bikers come up to me saying, "Oh, that band, the Caloosa River Band, they were amazing," because you get everybody up and dancing. Not only do you have classic rock, you have country, southern rock, and the blues.
Yeah, we try to cover, like I said, a wide range, something to tickle everybody's fancy music-wise. One of the biggest compliments that we get from folks that, come out and listen to us is they love the variety. And we've even had people make, remarks such as, "Hey, you're playing my playlist from Amazon," or whatever,
Cool.
So, yeah, we get that frequently. So it's we have a lot of fun doing what we do, and that's what it's all about. If you're not having fun, you probably shouldn't be doing it. So
right, like first round draft, that was always so much fun.
Yeah, it's great. Chris over at First Round Draft, you introduced me to Chris. Chris is a Marine. I'm a Marine.
Right.
So we hit it off right there. They hired us to play at a few of their events, that they had later last year. I know one was a kayak race, and there was a poker run that we also played. So, they had such a good turnout that he hired us to play the first Saturday of every month through season, which we did, and we just finished that up in May. So, but we always had a blast over there too.
Right.
Great crowd.
Remember the dunk tank? That was a lot
the
of fun.
dunk tank was awesome.
Yeah.
So
we did not go
especially on a hot day.
Yeah. So it was, it's we always it's all about building relationships, especially with venue owners such as Chris being one of them. With the Biker Map, it's about those, really, and taking care of each other, because that's what makes, everybody successcal.
Sure. Yeah, so you guys actually play every Friday night at the Edison.
Just about every Friday.
Okay.
So, yeah, it depends. We're kind of, put in quotation marks, we're the Edison house band. We do our acoustic setup there, which is, I play the guitar, so acoustic guitar. Eric is our lead vocalist. We have Greg, who's our bass player, and then Dave, who's our drummer. But when we play at the Edison, he sits on a box called the cajon.
Oh,
so he
Cajon.
plays the cajon while we're at the Edison, because obviously we're in it's a restaurant bar atmosphere. It's smaller. You don't want to kill everybody with the full setup, as far as the drum kit and the full electric setup. So we do a scaled back acoustic version of our band there with everybody, and then sometimes we'll play the odd Wednesday where it's just Eric and I as a duo.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Now, what is the other place that you play at? is the Coastal Days.
Correct. Yeah, Coastal Days. It's a brewery.
Okay.
It's located near downtown Fort Myers.
Right. I need to go in and see it.
It is such a great place.
Right up the street.
Okay.
I fell in love with that place years ago. Alex, who is the current owner, used to be the general manager there. He
Okay.
bought the brewery from the original owners. I would go in there. I'm a craft brew connoisseur, so I enjoy that. I love all of our local breweries here. So I shot him an email a couple years ago. I said, hey, I love your brewery. We play music. I would love the opportunity to maybe do our duo there for you, at some point. And a couple months later, he shot an email back and said, hey, heard you guys play. Would love to have you in. And we got started. And again, building a relationship. Alex has come to the Edison to see us play. Chris from First Round Draft has come to the Edison. So everybody's kind of supporting each other. It's
Very
just
cool.
it's
Yeah.
fun.
Well, I know that my son actually comes to see
Right,
sees you
right.
often.
He does.
At the
Yes.
Edison.
Yes, he does.
Our sons actually grew up together in baseball, and that's how you and I know each other,
Yep.
and are still best friends. As they go along.
Still getting in trouble.
Still, trying not to, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
They try.
Yeah.
But yeah,
A for
definitely.
effort.
So is Coastal Days, is that the reason why you kind of put together the band?
No, actually, so we were in a band. I've been playing in bands here in Fort Myers since 2001.
Oh.
I love music. I've been playing the guitar since I was a kid. Over the years, you get different cast of characters. As far as people move and or life happens. Things change, and that's just the way it is. I've been fortunate enough to. Dave, our drummer, he and I have been playing together since 2001. So it's been 23 years this year that we've been playing together. In various ways, we did and you'll remember, we did an annual Halloween party, where
at the house,
and usually would draw anywhere between 70 and 100 people at a house party, and it was a lot of fun. But we would do that. Eric,
you would make me sing too. By the way.
You did, little Stevie Nicks.
Little Stevie Nicks. I'm thinking about maybe taking some lessons, right, at the School of Rock.
Yeah.
And then maybe I could do one or two songs.
There you go. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, we did that. Eric and I have known each other since 2003.
Yeah.
Played music. On and off, because Eric would be one of the ones that would, he would jump in and sing lead vocals and at the Halloween parties, and then later on, Eric, Dave, and I started. It's like, all right, we just kind of got together, started a band, and we've gone through a few bass players along the way. It's kind of like the old Spinal Tap thing, at least.
Yeah.
We
And
haven't
the bass players don't go.
except for instead of a drummer issue, it's been a bass player issue. But luckily, we have a great bass player in Greg. We've had him for quite a while now. He's a Nebraska Music Hall of Fame bass player, phenomenal bass player.
2019, I think he came.
Yeah, and he's a great guy, and we just have really good chemistry between the four of us. But at any rate, we started. We were in a band prior to the Caloosa River band, and things just weren't going the way we had hoped, which happens. It's just I had a little bit of a different vision, and mixing it up, as far as the music was concerned. Eric jumped on board, and Dave and Greg. So the four of us kind of just moved over to a new adventure with the Caloosa River band. And really honed in on like I said, a really good mix of music.